but he's also like the most generous person I think I've ever met in my entire life.
Really?
Well, I opened for him in Denver at the Comedy Works, which to this day was the best comedy experience of my life. That was just like ridiculous. Like the build up, why I got to do it. Like he had never seen me do stand up before taking me on the road to do the best club in the country.
He had never seen you
Never,
perform.
ever. And
Did he see clips?
He had to
Nothing?
Nope. And I was going to do a half hour on 5 sold out shows.
Dude, the pressure. And you knew this going into it, that he had never seen you.
Mm-hmm. Because I was around. I did a show. Jason Collins put on a show in the Belly Room, and it was like Brent, Fahim, Anwar,
Dude, he's
me.
awesome.
Fahim's
Yeah.
one of my
I just
favorites.
saw him on Joe Rogan.
He's the best.
Fantastic.
He's criminally underrated. A few other people than me, and then Bobby was up in the OR at the same night, and we were kind of everyone was around at a table, and I was kind of like timidly kind of go up to be like, hey guys, because I knew enough people were like, hey.
Yeah.
And I think I was with a girl I was with at the time, and Bobby just like he just fucked with my like vibe. He was just like, I like your whole thing. Like I like you. He's like, you're not like, what's the word? It's like pushy or too like you just kind of chill. Like
You're not too
like,
forward.
Yeah, not too forward and like thirsty. You're kind of just hanging. And Brent was there, and he was like, yo, you should take him on the road. Like he's ready. And I was like, yo. And Bobby's like, oh yeah, are you? How much time can you do? When you get that question, you just say, whatever you need, basically.
Yeah, what do you
whatever
want?
you want, I'll do.
I will
I'll
develop
figure it
that
out.
tonight.
Yeah, he's like, can you do 30? He's like sitting on the patio on his phone. He's like, you do 30? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay. You should do San Francisco with me, this date. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's like, give me your number. Like this is all happening in real time. He's like, give me your number. I said, here's my number. And I was like, oh,
dude, I would have shat myself.
It's crazy. I grew up watching Bobby on Mad TV and shit.
Holy
and
fuck.
And had watched Tiger Belly and all that stuff. I mean, he's the man. And then he was like, and I remember being like, text me so I have your number or whatever. And he's like, nah, you don't need my number. It's so like, you're like, yeah,
dude,
okay.
that's very Norm Macdonald-esque. Like he's fucking with you and he knows that he is.
And then he walks away. And what I didn't know at the time, because he left and I didn't know what was happening. And then 15 minutes later, he called me and said, hey, it's Bobby. And he goes, Kalila helps him with all the booking stuff, his girl. And he's like, yeah, I talked to Kalila. I already have someone for San Francisco, but do you want to do Denver with me this weekend? And I said, yeah. And he's like, okay, great. We'll fly you out, put you up, and all good to go. Okay, I'll talk to you later. So what I didn't know is that at what I thought he left, him and Brent actually went to like the back or something, and Bobby was like, I had a heart to heart with him, like, hey, is this kid actually good? Can I actually take this kid on the road? And Brent's like, yeah.
Dude.
So I didn't know any of that.
Brent did you a solid, man.
It's crazy. I owe a lot to him and Jason.
And that's crazy that you're like super close to him now. Were you
Yeah.
at the time or like?
Yes, but
Okay.
yes, but not as close as we are now because now we're working together.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like one of my dudes I really looked up to, and then we just became. I mean, I became friends with Jason first, and then I knew Brent. But either way, the point of this whole long-winded story is that so I went with Bobby. So again, he didn't see me, and I was just like, hopefully, he fucking likes me, and I knew that. But the Comedy Works is my dream club. That's what was so crazy because I know that was the best. I heard it was the best club in the country.
Is that like the Comedy Store of the?
In a way, it's Comedy Store is like showcase style. A bunch of comics, but that's just like a weekend headliner club. Yeah. But it's like 300 people in a basement, packed in, and it's like perfect. And I got there, I looked around, I was like, this looks pretty amazing. And I got on stage, and I remember thinking like, within like a minute, I was like, oh, I get it. This is like electric. It's insane. Like you can fucking rip it there. It's crazy. Like
everyone's just.
They're just in it. They're just nice people, and the club is just perfectly set up, and it's just the staff is really nice. It's just like a nice vibe. They treat you so well. I even knocked I think my first show, I knocked over my drink, and then like on the stage, and then the waitress like brought me a new one like while I was on stage and stuff. Everyone cheered. Like it was crazy. The point of the story is that what you do with Bobby is that he plays video games all day, all night, sleeps during the day, wakes up, goes to the show. That's his routine. You don't see him basically until you're at the show.
He'll sleep all day.
All day. He'll go to sleep at like 9, 10 a.m. and then sleep all day. And
That's bizarre.
And then wake up at like 6, do the shows.
He's a fucking owl.
Yeah. It's unlike anyone I've ever met. Again, the reason is that the generosity thing, it's a story from that, is my best friend Luke lives in Denver, and him and like 8 friends came out. Him, his girl, like a bunch of friends came out. And Bobby and I, what you do is you do the shows, and then you go out to dinner. And then you go home. That's the routine. Every night, he's like, find a dinner place, go out to dinner. He pays for everything, and then you leave. And so was with all these group of friends. I was talking to them, and Bobby's like, "Hey, let's go eat. Just have them come. Just have them come." What he's like, just come. And so it's like me, Bobby, and like fucking 9 people. And Bobby ordered like every single thing on the menu practically. Where there's like diner or something. Literally every single thing on the menu. We're all at a table. Me, Bobby, my best friend. It was insane. Like 10 people, drinks, food, everything. And he paid for everything.
No
Everyone
way.
paid for everyone. I was like, that's wild.
Dude.
And then I remember the next night we were hanging out because we barely know each other.
Mm-hmm.
We barely know. He like kind of just met me.
Yeah.
And I remember him being like, after paying, he was just like, man, like, why'd you make me do that? Joking. He was like, man, what the fuck, man? Why'd you got to bring all those people? Why'd you make me do that? And I was like, I didn't make you do shit, bro. I didn't even want them to come. I wanted to just kick it with you and talk comedy and shit. But he was just like, why'd you do that to me? I'm like, God damn it. But the fact that he did that was wild, dude. It was unbelievable.
Wild.
And then we've had dinners multiple times. He always pays, and just never a thing. And it's wild, man. I remember also another dinner we had.
What a nice guy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's so weird sometimes, but like deep down, he's such a good guy and really looks out for you. If he likes you and sees something in you, like he really he if he fucks with you, he puts you on. I remember one time also. This is the last Bobby story. Is that we went out to this super nice restaurant. I think I was giving him like a ride home from the store. I was there, and he was just like, "Hey, can I have a ride?" I was like, "Yeah." My car is fucked up, and we went out to this really nice Italian restaurant. And I remember him. There was a song. He's super into music. We always talk about movies and music. Like he quizzes me on movies. He'll be like, "Name 5 Spielberg movies or some shit." Like we'll just
way.
and then so there was a song playing, and he said, "If you can name who this artist is, I'll give you like 5 dates to open for me."
Dude, I would have fucking Shazam that shit so fast.
I 100% thought about it, but I wouldn't, because if he saw me do that, I feel like that could be the adverse effect. He's like, "You're banned from the Comedy Store," and I was close, but I didn't get it. But the fact that those were like, he's so wild with that shit. He'll just be like, "You can open for me for the rest of the year if you name who this is."